The war in Ukraine is a major conflict in Europe. It has drawn the attention of the entire world due to its scale and the implications it holds for international stability. The conflict has not only affected the immediate region, but has also sent shockwaves across the globe. It began in February 2022 when Russia invaded Ukraine. This sudden and aggressive move by Russia was met with widespread condemnation from the international community. The invasion marked a significant escalation in the long-standing tensions between the two nations, which have historical roots and complex geopolitical dimensions. This war has caused a lot of suffering and destruction. Cities have been reduced to rubble, and countless lives have been disrupted. The humanitarian crisis that has ensued is one of the most severe in recent history, with millions of people displaced from their homes, seeking refuge in neighboring countries or within safer regions of Ukraine. It has also created tensions between Russia and other countries. NATO and the European Union have been particularly vocal in their opposition to Russia's actions, leading to a series of economic sanctions and diplomatic efforts to isolate Russia on the global stage. These tensions have further complicated international relations and have led to a reevaluation of security policies in Europe and beyond. The world is watching closely as the conflict continues. Media outlets from around the globe are providing constant updates, and governments are closely monitoring the situation. The ongoing conflict has sparked debates about international law, sovereignty, and the role of global institutions in maintaining peace. As the war drags on, the international community remains hopeful for a resolution, but the path to peace remains uncertain and fraught with challenges. Ukraine was once part of the Soviet Union. For many decades, it was under the control of the Soviet regime, which influenced its political, economic, and cultural landscape. The people of Ukraine lived through significant changes during this period, experiencing both the hardships and the industrial advancements brought by Soviet rule. It became an independent country in 1991. This was a monumental moment in Ukraine's history, as it marked the end of Soviet dominance and the beginning of a new era. The Declaration of Independence was met with widespread celebrations as people took to the streets to express their joy and hope for a brighter future. Ukraine has a long history and a diverse culture. From its ancient roots in the Kievan Rus to its rich traditions in music, dance, and art, Ukraine's cultural heritage is a tapestry of influences from various civilizations. The country is known for its vibrant folk dances, traditional festivals, and historical landmarks that tell the story of its past. It is a large country with a strategic location between Russia and Europe. This geographical positioning has made Ukraine a focal point of geopolitical interests. Its vast landscapes range from the Carpathian Mountains in the west to the Black Sea coastline in the south, and its cities are a blend of historical architecture and modern development. Ukraine has been trying to strengthen its ties with the West, which has angered Russia. The desire to integrate more closely with European institutions and adopt democratic reforms has led to significant political movements within the country. This shift towards the West has been met with resistance from Russia, leading to tensions and conflicts that have shaped Ukraine's recent history. Russia invaded Ukraine on February 24, 2022. Russian troops entered Ukraine from several directions. Russia claimed it was conducting a special military operation to protect Russian speakers in Ukraine. However, most countries saw this as an unprovoked attack on a sovereign nation. NATO is a military alliance of countries from Europe and North America. Ukraine is not a member of NATO. However, NATO has condemned Russia's invasion and provided support to Ukraine. NATO has sent weapons and other military equipment to Ukraine. NATO has also imposed sanctions on Russia. Section 5. The fighting continues. The fighting in Ukraine has been intense and destructive. Russian forces have attacked cities and towns across Ukraine. Ukrainian forces have put up strong resistance. The war has caused a major humanitarian crisis with millions of people displaced from their homes. Section 6. The human cost of war. War is a harrowing experience that leaves deep scars on the fabric of society. It is not just a conflict between armies, but a tragedy that affects countless innocent lives. The war in Ukraine has had a devastating impact on civilians. Entire neighborhoods have been reduced to rubble, and the once bustling streets now lie in ruins. Families who once lived in peace are now struggling to survive amidst the chaos. Thousands of people have been killed, including many women and children. The loss of life is immeasurable, and the grief of those left behind is profound. Funerals have become a common sight, with families mourning the loss of their loved ones. Memorials with photos of victims serve as a stark reminder of the human cost of this conflict. Hospitals are filled with injured children, their innocent lives forever changed by the violence. Millions of Ukrainians have fled their homes, seeking refuge in neighboring countries. The journey to safety is fraught with danger and uncertainty. Families are forced to leave behind everything they know, carrying only what they can. Refugee shelters are overcrowded, and the conditions are often dire. Yet, amidst the hardship, there is a sense of resilience and hope. Communities have come together to support one another, offering a glimmer of light in the darkest of times. The war has also caused widespread damage to infrastructure and the economy. Bombed-out bridges and roads have disrupted transportation, making it difficult for aid to reach those in need. Factories and businesses have been destroyed or forced to close, leading to a severe economic downturn. The impact on the economy is felt by everyone, from small business owners to workers who have lost their jobs. Rebuilding will take years, and the road to recovery will be long and arduous. The resilience of the Ukrainian people, however, offers hope for a brighter future. Section 7. Ukraine's allies. Ukraine has received support from many countries around the world. The United States, the European Union, and other countries have provided military aid, humanitarian assistance, and financial support to Ukraine. This international support has been crucial in helping Ukraine defend itself against Russia's aggression. Section 8. Seeking peace. There have been efforts to find a peaceful solution to the conflict. However, negotiations between Russia and Ukraine have been difficult and have not yet yielded any breakthroughs. The international community continues to call for a ceasefire and a diplomatic resolution to the war. Section 9. The uncertain future. The future of the war in Ukraine remains uncertain. The conflict has already had a profound impact on Ukraine, Russia, and the world. The outcome of the war will have long-term consequences for international security and the balance of power in Europe.